What's up, everybody? It is me, KiNGAlpha. Hope everybody's doing great. So today for you guys, I got the best Beryl Loadout I think I could get. There's definitely other ones that I know a lot of people would enjoy, and some people would say, "Oh, but this is better." But this is better. I tried most of the things. I got the gun maxed out. And this is the loadout I really did have fun with. Now, to just say as well, by the way, in case you hear the rain and everything, it's because of the fact that it's because of the fact that, in this little loadout thing, you're going to hear rain. But I want to show you guys the barrel. So the barrel, you do max it out at level 66. And as you can see, for the entire loadout, I do run the SIG as well. So you get the SIG at level 33. This you can always change for like the Vityaz or the Globber or, one of these other pistols if you want. But typically I like to run an SMG as my secondary in case I do run out of ammo with my barrel, or for example, I just need to do a quick switch and boom, I can pull out the SIG and it's amazing. Now, I do run steel armor plates. I've always run steel armor plates. It's very effective. I love the protection I do get from steel armor plates, and also the titanium matter helmet. This helmet is really important because regardless, if you have no protection on your head, it really, it can save you sometimes. I'm telling you, that helmet, if you don't have that helmet on, you will most likely probably die in like 1-2 shots immediately. So I mean, you do die like that anyways, but it's still, the extra protection protects you regardless. So I do run the med pack. You can always switch the med pack or anything for whatever you guys want. I do run the Claymore. Now, I know that a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, you run the Claymore and all that type of stuff. Well, personally, I think the Claymore is one of the best things. The anti-tank mines are pretty good too. This is all based off of your preference for your gadgets. There's a lot of times I do use the Claymore for defensive purposes so that I don't get overrun by like a bunch of squad mates and everything. At least it does protect me from my squad, like from an enemy squad and all that type of stuff. So the Claymore does really help out, and it's very easy to neutralize these things and see these things. It's just players need to be very aware of them. So that's about it. I've tried like the anti-tank grenade, didn't really like it, and the other two nades and everything are okay. They're not really fully the best. So I think the best gadgets for sure would be C4, Claymore, like these four basically. Last but not least, in my backpack, so sorry I did not change this, I do run the SPD reflex sight. I really love the SPD reflex sight, and I do like to run the thermal offset sight. Now the thermal offset sight is so beautiful, and there's only a thing I will say this, I will bring this up when I'm talking about the loadout, but you can only use these things based off of whatever you have on your actual gun as well. If your gun doesn't allow for you to use attachments, then you're not going to be able to use attachments. Whatever gadget you do want to use in this as well, in your backpack and everything, your backpack is basically your choice. This is all up to you. I like to switch it up, whether I would use a grenade launcher or anything. It's really up to you what you want to use with the gun. But typically I don't use anything from the backpack when I have this loadout for the barrel. So let's get into the barrel. The barrel, I use the iron sights. Now, I understand a lot of people are going to be like, oh my god, you use the iron sights, how can you see from far and everything? It's just me. I love the iron sights. I think the barrel has the most crisp iron sights in the game right now. As well, the only reason why I actually can use these iron sights is because of the fact that I took off no rail. If you put the rail on for the barrel, you actually can use sights and everything, but I personally don't like using that. I love the iron sights on the gun, and it makes it feel great. I do use the RGL bipod. The RGL bipod, to me, is insane. It decreases the recoil by 15%. Even though it increases aim down sight and sprint to fire speed, it doesn't really bother me that much. The bipod is just so amazing with keeping that recoil all around really controllable, that it's just to the point that the gun just feels insanely good. So I just can't wait to wait for you guys to unlock that RGL bipod and basically use it, because you guys are gonna love it. I do use the steel rounds, the second mag, so I get increased reload speed. So that's all up to you whether you do want to use the regular mag or not. I've tried the 75 round mag. It's really not that worth it. You really don't need 75 rounds. Lastly, I do use the armor penetration rounds. The armor penetration rounds are amazing. You can always use the HP rounds as well. I know some people do like the HP rounds, especially if you're hitting body parts and stuff, but I do like the armor penetration rounds because of the fact that sometimes I do get body shots and it really does shred through armor. Next, I use the ANPQ-15 laser sight. This thing is the most important thing because of the fact that it decreases aim down sight speed by 20%. It is insane. It is so good, and I absolutely just love the fact that I can aim down sight faster. And this, I put this laser sight on almost all of my guns because of the fact of how good the decrease in ADS time speed. Also, I just got a follow, so I am very sorry for that. Next, I do use the barrel SD barrel, so that's kind of funny. But this is basically the barrel with the integrated suppressor. Now, it does increase bullet drop and it does decrease muzzle velocity. So you do have to make sure that when you're shooting your targets with this gun, you do you know, try and predict their movement a little bit and everything. So you got to really go with the flow of the gun because of the fact of your muzzle velocity being down. So definitely be careful with the SD barrel. If you don't like the SD barrel, I would really suggest either using the standard or the marksman. It's all up to you, but personally I really did love the integrated suppressor barrel because it basically even keeps you suppressed on the map and everything until you're marked. So it's really, really nice. And lastly, the muzzle is not there because of the fact that I have the integrated suppressor. So this is, I think, one of the best loadouts. I do have the blue steel skin on. It is amazing. I love this skin, and I will showcase it. It looks beautiful. I think this loadout for sure is basically a top tier loadout if you're using the gun. Now, like I said though, you can use any other sight you want. You just need to make sure that you do put a rail on your gun. If you don't put a rail on your gun, you won't be able to use any of the sight. Like for example, it says attachment blocked by rail, so I would need to basically put a rail on so that I can put on a sight. But this is all up to you guys. This is, I think, by far one of the best loadouts with the barrel. It's insane. It's beautiful. It does take a grind to actually get all of this stuff for this gun, but when you get it to level 66 and use this gun, it just becomes super god tier when you can just use all the attachments and kill everything in its sight. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think about the barrel, and you know, let me know if it works out for you. If it works out for you, if you don't like it, you don't like it. If you have your own barrel loadout, let me know down in the description below. I will catch you guys next time. Deuces.